The legend of the White Lady of Balete Drive is one of the most famous and enduring ghost stories in the Philippines. It's an urban legend that has been passed down for decades, and while there are several variations, the core elements remain the same. A tragic death, a vengeful spirit, and a haunted road. The story is centered on Balete Drive in Quezon City, a street once known for the large, eerie balete trees that lined it. In Filipino folklore, these trees are believed to be home to spirits and other supernatural creatures, which adds to the road's creepy atmosphere. Here is a common version of the story. Late at night, a taxi driver is cruising down Balete Drive, looking for a final passenger before heading home. The street is dark and lonely, the old houses on either side walled off and silent. Suddenly, he sees a beautiful young woman in a flowing white gown standing by the side of the road, her back to him. Thinking she's a hitchhiker, he stops and offers her a ride. She gets in the back seat, and he starts driving, trying to strike up a conversation. She remains silent, her long hair obscuring her face. After a few moments, the driver glances at her in his rearview mirror. At first, he sees her beautiful face, but as he looks closer, her features begin to twist. Her face becomes bruised and bloody, her eyes filled with a terrifying, vengeful anger. Some versions of the story say he sees a terrifying apparition with no face, or a face with gaping black holes for eyes. Terrified, the driver slams on the brakes and flees the taxi, leaving it behind. The White Lady then vanishes, her spirit forever, tied to the road where she met her tragic end. The details of her death vary. Some say she was a student from the University of the Philippines who was sexually assaulted and murdered by a taxi driver. Her body was then dumped or buried near one of the balete trees, and her spirit now haunts the road, forever seeking justice or her killer. Another version claims she was a young woman from one of the ancestral mansions along the drive who was killed by her own family, and her spirit roams the road, seeking help from passing drivers. While the legend is widely known, some accounts suggest the story was fabricated by a reporter in the 1950s to create an interesting news story. Regardless of its origins, the legend of the White Lady of Balete Drive has become a staple of Filipino horror, and the road continues to be a site of fascination and fear for many.